So here we go then. Welcome back to another edition of Game Day, the show where the KO Army share their thoughts on all things town. And we arrived in Plymouth, home park, for the big League One clash. It's first versus third, live on Sky Sports. It's a long journey, but I'm looking forward to this one. Let's go and get the sights as always, and then get the team news from good old Chris.
Definitely a tough game, and I'd like to see the game out.
One Rosary Holmes! One Rosary Holmes! South, west, west, south, west, west, south, west, 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 south, west, west, south, west, west, south, west, west, south.
Okay, and I'm joined by good old Chris. The team news is just dropped. We're here in Plymouth. Good to see you, my friend.
How you doing?
What's your thoughts? Kane Jackson on the right.
Well, it's an interesting choice, really. We were hoping to get a KVY, I think, in there, but I think he's been playing really, really well. He'll do a job for McKenna today, I reckon. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Top man. Let's get into the game. There we go. The Sky curse continues. 2-1 defeat here at home park. Alex 1-0 up. Second half 2-1. Your thoughts, my friend, as always?
Yeah, I think every single one of us have walked away today absolutely gutted. That was a devastating, horrible defeat. I don't think we were on it from the start. I don't think we didn't play particularly well in the first half. We were okay. They had chances, we had chances. And then to go 1-0 up at half time was amazing. That was a result. That was like, hello, we're going to get something here. And then that second half, we weren't there. The technique wasn't good. We didn't keep the ball very well. We didn't maintain pressure. And then once they equalised, you just felt a little bit of inevitability about it. The worry is these were the three games that we were worried about. And then to be 2-0 up against Wednesday, and then to go to 2-2 to that. To be 1-0 up against Plymouth, and then to lose that, these are a little bit worrying. But you know what? We didn't play well today, and we could have got something out of it. So we didn't play well, and we still could have nicked something, but we didn't. And that's a worry. We didn't play well against Wednesday. The loss of Lee and the loss of Burgess are really big injuries for us, part of the squad. So now we see how good we are. We see where we are. What's McKenna going to do next? Portsmouth now takes on massive. This is a massive stage. It's going to be a sellout. We really need 3 points to pick it up again. Hey, we're not going to play well every week. We've lost. We were going to lose eventually. You lick your wounds, you get on with it. But the last two performances haven't been great. But Portsmouth is huge. And we're all going to be there. And it doesn't change anything. We just go again. But yeah, we're all walking away devastated. But up a town.
Yeah, mate. Thanks for joining me. Up next, I'm joined by good old Callie once again, while the coach driver beeps us. Let's give credit to the fans straight away, first of all, before we talk about a game. 12:30 kickoff on Sky, unbelievable.
Yeah, and you know what? We know about the Sky hoodoo and like 1,100 people travelled up or whatever. Obviously, my journey wasn't as bad as some of the guys coming from Suffolk, so I would say hats off, but I ain't had a trim, so virtual. Yeah, no hats off for now.
But yeah, let's talk about the game though. Oh, dearie me, your thoughts?
Let's look at positives then.
Yeah, of course. Ladapo scoring.
Ladapo scoring goal, and again, his hold-up plays, link-up play is brilliant. And then that kind of summarised where the highlights are kind of ended. Yeah. We had the chances second half as well when they're in front of us. Could have a couple of balls across the box. You're thinking just one of them get a little tap in, one of them a goal. A few shots that keepers saved, and even in the dying minutes, Walton jumps like a salmon. You know what I mean? Heads, and I think their keeper got a hand on it. So but it just wasn't to be. And it's Plymouth, good side. When they scored, the crowd got behind them. It was a good little atmosphere here as well. The lad who I've forgotten their name, the one who they've got on loan from Norwich, he looked.
Give him a them.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how to pronounce it.
Yeah, but he looked really good. Obviously Morgan Whitaker as well. He's a good player, but after that first goal, they just seemed to have too much space, and that was a problem. I'm not going to signal anyone out or whatever, but I do think we need, kind of to shore it up at the back a bit more. We're overplaying at times. But we said these 3 fixtures, big run in. We've drawn 1. We've now lost 1. Can we hopefully win 1? That's what I reckon. So Portsmouth, we've got to win it. We have to win it now. Forget the draw. We've got to win it now because I think, if I'm correct, we're now second and Plymouth are top. So good team, but yeah, we'll see. Still confident, but we just got to make sure we get that goal and that win next week. So never know, man. But yeah, I'm off to sunny Coventry.
Top man.
Ta-ra.
Coming next, I'm joined by good old Matt Macon. Very formal Matt because it just feels like that. Disappointing day. Your thoughts?
It's frustrating. It is frustrating. It's another case of points dropped against teams around us at the moment in the top 6. We've lost the top spot to Plymouth today. We're still second, but especially after last week as well, being 2-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday and going on to draw that 2-2, having been 1-0 up today, and I will say the goal, Ladapo's goal came against the run of play. I thought Plymouth, probably the best side I've seen us play this season, too. I'll give him credit. I will have a slight moan about the ref that I'm pretty sure it was a foul on Chaplin in the build-up to the first goal, but I don't think that affects the outcome of the result because I think Plymouth looked up for it before they equalised, and if they hadn't equalised from that goal, they probably would have done it elsewhere, and our heads dropped. It does starting to feel a little bit almost like we're flat track buddies. We're doing well against the smaller teams, and I appreciate we weren't always doing that in previous seasons under Lambert and Cook, but this is mentality thing that we can't get a win against big teams. We drew against Bolton on the opening day, we drew against Barnsley, we drew against Sheffield Wednesday, we've lost to Argyle. The league's not won in September, but it's really frustrating today, and I hate to say it, I think McKenna got it wrong with the subs. I think Jackson was a big threat wide out on the right, and him coming into that front 3, we lost a lot of momentum there, and I hate to say it because I don't like to criticise Kieran McKenna because I very much trusted him on his lineups and his tactics during the match, but I do think we got it wrong today. It's disappointing. I'm particularly disappointed. I'm staying with an Argyle fan tonight as well, so it's not going to be a comfortable evening when I get back to my accommodation before I go home tomorrow. But it also puts a lot of pressure on the Pompey game next Saturday, which is going to be in front of a big crowd. I think it's looking like it's going to be a sellout crowd at Portman Road now. It's the first of the pack-out Portman Road games, and I'm still looking forward to it. But it just feel now we've got 1 point out of the 6. We need. I said going into this, like the minimum really we want to be getting out of these 3 games is 4. So there's a lot of pressure on us to break down Pompey, which I think Pompey, if Cowley's got to play anything like when they came to Portman Road last season, it's going to be difficult to break them down. I'm not saying we're not going to beat them. I'm just saying there's a lot more pressure on us, and hopefully McKenna can get heads up in training this week and get us ready for that.
Tom, man, enjoy tonight with the Argyle fan.
Thanks.
Come next, I'm joined by good old Dan and Finn. Boys, disappointing defeat. Your thoughts?
Tough one to take, to be honest, Ross. Yeah, like I say, I thought we was going to break the Sky curse at last. I think to go in 1-0 up at half-time was really, really good. Thought Jackson, awesome. I thought he was really, really good today. Man of match for Ipswich, I thought today. But yeah, bitterly disappointed. Thought we was going to do it today, but not to be. We'll go again though. We'll go again. So.
And Finn, before the game, I saw you. We felt confident. We thought we had 2-0 win, happy days. But today, 1-0 up in the first half, just like Sheffield Wednesday game. We're in the lead. We thought, here we go, we're going to beat one of our promotion rivals. But today, didn't happen.
No, I thought the Ladapo goal was good, but we could have played better. But I thought we could have done really better. Like McKenna done the best he could, but the players just weren't up for it, and the ref was terrible.
Standard League One, pretty much. But it's just one of those days, weren't it? And we've just got to move on to Pompey. It's going to be a massive crowd. It's going to be a big game, isn't it?
Yeah, big game next week. I know it's so early in the season and that, but we've played sort of like the top 3 sort of big hitters and that, so we really need a win. Like I say, could have come off the back of it with 6 points already, but not to be. But we'll go again.
Definitely. Yeah. Cheers, boys.
Thank you.
Coming next, I'm joined by good old Jack, making his debut. Unbeaten run is ended, my friend. Your thoughts?
Oh, it's just we played so slow today. It's just that last 20 minutes. I think we just looked dead. We looked dead and buried as soon as they scored that second goal. It was just, and it was even worse that Norwich Loney scored for them as well, you know. But Portsmouth, it's a massive game, you know. But it's the curse of Sky today, isn't it? Like, what's that, one win in like 30 odd games on Sky or something like that?
Yeah, my friend, yeah.
It's shocking.
You know, we took the lead. Freddie Dapo, first league goal for him.
Goal.
But as you say, we just weren't at it.
No.
You know, I didn't think Plymouth were at it in the
No,
first half,
no.
but they came out in the second half. They're full crowds. You know, a long trip for the town fans and disappointing end to.
To the day. I mean, we've had 1,100, 1,200 fans come down today. Some local around the area and stuff, but the exact same thing as last season here. You know, like we went in 1-0 up at half time, and it was just like, we looked class in the first half, but they just sort of got that goal and it just boosted them. And you know what? I mean, it's just Sheffield Wednesday last week. That was 2-0 up.
Yeah. We
bottled that, and these are the teams you've got to beat if you want to win promotion and win the league and stuff. It's the teams you've got to beat. It's just Portsmouth next Saturday, full sell-out crowds. We've got to win.
Yep.
We've got to win, definitely. But Walton at the end, bloody hell. That's unbelievable. But their keeper today was a decent keeper, and they scored a couple of good goals today, but we should have had a foul on Chaplin.
Yep.
You know, he got barged out of the way, and all the second balls and stuff, they're all dropping to them, and it was just one of them days, you know.
But bonus, got to see this lovely shirt.
Exactly.
Nice to meet you, Jack.
Nice
Thanks,
to
mate.
meet you.
And up next, I'm joined by the resident Plymouth resident town fan. That's probably not the right word to say,
Not
but
really.
Steve, thanks for joining me, my friends. It's good to see you in the flesh, first of all.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a bad day at the office tomorrow for you because you're Plymouth fans and stuff. Your thoughts?
There's one game in a season that we've got to win, and it's Plymouth, and we threw it away. I have a bit of a soft touch for Plymouth. I quite like them, local team, but they're no mugs. They are a good team. They're at the top for a reason, and I just don't think we got our game plan going. First half we scored. Really pleased for Freddie because he got a bit of stick the other night, but really pleased that he scored. It was against run of play, as Matt said. We went in at 1-0, and I was sat there thinking, "Oh, it's going to be good to go in and say 1-0 next, at work tomorrow." But second half, I thought we came out all right. First 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I thought we played quite well. Then we just gave them too much space. That was the problem. Both of their goals, I think, were both outside the box. You should be cutting the space out for the players to get them, not let them take shots from there, especially against, a keeper of Walton's quality. Thought he might have potentially got the first one. Second one was an absolute screamer. Of the players, I don't really want to single anyone out. I think but I am going to. JD and Morsey, I think that's probably the two players. That's the worst game I think I've seen both of them play. I think there are points where JD's play didn't pick out the right player at the right time. But I do love JD. I think he's a great defender. But I just think we weren't at it. The crowd got behind him. It's a big crowd when they get going. They really put the pressure on. So yeah, disappointed. Pompey next week though. Honestly, that's massive. Really, really big. My worry is Sheffield. We threw away 2-0. Came back with a draw. This one we've gone and lost. Pompey are no mugs either. So what are we going to do with them? So big crowd. Hopefully they'll win up the town. I'm just going to go home and cry, I think.
I can see that, mate.
And
Cheers.
you.
And finally, I'm joined by good old Mark, the man who's been holding the camera this whole time. Thank you so much. You've been seeing all the interviews, everyone's frustrations, disappointment. Your thoughts to end it?
614-mile round trip for 1,100 town fans. I mean, first and foremost, this is my first visit to Home Park. I'm impressed, and the fans, wow. I want to call them out. The way they get behind their team, absolutely impressive. 15,000 in there today. Felt like there was more. There really was. This is going to go down as probably one of my top 3 grounds that I've visited so far now. But result, again, the guys have all said it, and I'll probably just be repeating what they say. We go 1-0 up. Fortunate, probably a little bit against the run of play, given the way that Plymouth were playing. But there's more in this team that can hold that. They should be able to hold that sort of lead, and we did. We held it into half time. week. McKenna can regroup, come out in the second half. But, you know, we had 2 very early chances in that second half. That would have been different. If either one of those chances had gone in and we were 2-0 up, that would have been a different complexion on the game. But Plymouth got the tails up. They're into the ascendancy. The crowd was behind them. I mean, they were 2 cracking goals. Even though they're up the other end of the pitch from where the town fans are, they were really good goals. You know, outside of the box, no tap-ins, nothing like that. You know, fair play to them. You know, it's September. Yeah. So let's put a bit of clarity and complexion on this. It's September. Nobody's going to win the league in September. There's more games to go ahead. We're not even a quarter of the way through the season, and like Matt said, I agree with Matt. With Sheffield Wednesday we drew, Plymouth we've lost, Pompey is now a really massive game. 3 points. If we win next week, and then Cambridge that we play on the Tuesday night, we'll feel a little bit better now. But it's a 300-mile journey home. Up the M5, off I go.
Indeed, up to town. Thanks for watching Game Day.